All right, guys, I'm going to give you a different look with this video from this perspective because I want you to work on your backswing, okay? And what does your backswing look like on your forehand or your backhand? So one thing to think about is your shoulder and your arm should be connected throughout the swing. So if your arm is going here, how your shoulder is now not locked in, that's a problem. So what I encourage you maybe to do just to see this is I'm going to keep my feet facing forward and I'm just rotating here and my arm and shoulder go together and then I hit the ball, okay? And then when I hit that, I'm feeling pretty good with my shoulders and stomach, and that's allowing me not to go arm. I don't want to disconnect my arm with my shoulder. So I see a lot of players, well, they'll be here instead of out like this. Their shoulder and their arm should be together, okay? Now that's the feel of it. Now what does that look like when you're swinging? So I'm looking for your take back where the racket is pointing, the top of your racket is pointing to the back fence. And when that back fence, when you get to that position here, now you're going to push forward with your shoulders through that ball, okay? So when I'm getting here, my arm is pretty straight, my racket, top of my racket is pointing to the back fence, and then when I can swing a very, very strong ball because I'm using my shoulders, stomach, and legs rather than my hands and arms for the most part. Now there's complications to this. You got to come over the ball if you want to hit more spin, things like that. The idea is if you watch any professional tennis player, they have a different windup, of course, but their racket is going to have, it's going to point to the back fence and they're going to go forward with their arm, not moving throughout their swing, not moving at all throughout their swing. So very important to be able to do that, and then you can push through the ball with a lot more power and you're going to see a lot more pop on your shot. So again, to recap, make sure you can feel your shoulders. So this is just an idea. You could do it with your backhand too. So my backhand, same idea, right? I'm just feeling my shoulders kind of turning with my arm, and once I get my racket pointing to the back fence, I'm going to go forward with my shoulders every time. Racket pointing to the back fence, and I'm going to go forward, okay? You can have your racket here if you want and have more lag. So I'm going fist first. See how my racket is lagging behind a little bit more, but it really doesn't matter as long, because your racket, even if you're in this position, you go forward, notice my racket starts lagging behind, right? So it's going to lag behind no matter what. So you can be in this position or this position, whatever, as long as the racket is pointing to the back fence for most of your swing before you get to the contact point, and then you wrap around for a normal follow through, okay? So that's kind of what I'm looking for. Stretch this way, so we're stretching this way, and then we're stretching through, right? Stretch, stretch, and I just feel a great, easy shot when I'm swinging. So try that out and hopefully you'll see some success. Good luck.